Hello and welcome back to this loopity-loop plan pooling. I'm going to add on some more of things that I have discovered while using this yarn in order to make a small baby blanket. In my previous video I showed how to make this particular argyle design. The stitches in each row is 41. Now, as part of my coloring with the pastel multi that I have from Loopity Loop, let me grab the band really quick. This is what I'm using. It's from Big Twist. You'll see at the top it says Pastel Multi. I also encourage you to get the same die lot or the same numbers that are written on the band for every one that you purchase. I've purchased 6 to make this project because the yardage in here is only 15 yards. So a lot of that was explained in my other video, but I'm just giving you a refresher. You also notice here too that from the plan pooling website I gave the numbers that I used for each color. Okay, and this is the sequence that my colors are going in. I also highlighted too, to make things a little bit easier, that the green and the white were the only ones that were 2 loops as I went across. Everybody else was 3. One of the biggest things I use are my stitch markers. I'll tell you why. Because when I have 2 loops, I want to be identifying those 2 loops as I come back on my row. Okay, so I've already started this one here. And if we were to actually see how it was done, we start here and work our way across and here. I'm at row 5. I've already done the green, the 3 pink, so I'm over here with the white. I know I'm flipping it around, but that's how it's read, is from the top to the bottom. So in my coloring, I have 3 yellow, and now you'll see that I have 3 white when my coloring calls for 2. So what I do is I will take these 2 loops and I will bring them together. I will bring them through the loop, and then after I bring them through, I'll place a stitch marker in the center of both of them so that I know on my next row this is the one that I double looped. Okay, so that'll give me 1 white left, and I can take and go on to the next loop with my white. My next 3 colors, my next color should be the 3 loops of yellow. Also, as you go across, make sure you pull your loops all the way up to the bottom of the where they're actually joined at. Okay, and also make sure you don't skip a loop. So I'm going to take this loop and go right through, since I have the 3 yellow. Okay, and then here for my green, you'll see that I have 1, 2, and half of the next one, which is okay. But in this case, it looks like it's about 3/4. So I want to see what color I have next. Now my pink is supposed to be 3 loops, and I have 1, 2, half of this one, and kind of half of that one. So I'm making the judgment to just go ahead and use this green loop as a green loop, and I'll use the white here as part of the pink. Okay, you also see here I got half of pink and a whole white one. Okay, so let me show you what I'll do when I get to that point. So the next thing I want to do is I want to do one green, and then I'm going to take these two and join them together, because the pink in here is really not much to say it's pink. So I'm just going to take it, go behind. Now I've also found too, sometimes if you go ahead and mark those two, you can take your stitch marker and actually go through your loop, and that'll make it a lot easier. Okay, so make sure you pull it all the way up. Whoops, not all the way through, but all the way up to the end. Okay, so now our next color needs the 3 pink. So I'm going to do 1, 2. Okay, now here's from the previous row, I have 2 loops. So I'm going to go ahead and take that last one that has half of the pink, and I'm going to go through those 2 loops. And if you notice that it looks like 1, it doesn't look out of place. And after I go ahead and do that, then I take off my stitch marker. Okay, so I did make sure that I had the 3 pink. Now my next color is the 2 white. So I'm going to try and determine, since I use this one as pink, I'll go ahead and make this as white and white. Okay, and then you'll notice that we have a change here, which it will work. So I'm going to go ahead and do the white and the white, and even though I need 3, and this one's partially green, you'll notice that I have the 2 extra for the green, so I'll just go ahead and carry on with that. So here's 1 pink, here's 2 pink, alright, and here we'll just count this green and partially pink one as pink, and then use the last 2 as green, and that'll make sure that my count is correct. Alright, I'm almost at the end of my row, but I wanted to bring you up to date on how I have done mine. Okay, and since the colors were so limited, you'll notice that even in my picture the argyle will show up, but when you've only got so much showing, it doesn't look like anything's happening. So you gotta wait till you come about halfway on your pattern before you actually start seeing the results. So I hope this helped you. I hope this answers any questions that you might have had, especially since the first video that I created. And I hope you enjoy working with these loops. They're really fun. This is just basically I guess it's called a stockinette stitch, because on the back you can see the lines like it's a knit stitch. Okay? Enjoy it, and thank you for watching.